Hi, I'm Holly Gillespie, creator of Squeeze Hands, the emotion soother, guaranteed to soothe your emotions in less than 2 minutes. Yes, it really does. All right, so today I'm here to talk about confidence. Did you know that you can do things to build confidence? Confidence is just not something that you're born with or you're not born with, or your parents give to you, or going to some class. There are things that you can do every day to build your confidence. It's your choice, and you get to control how much confidence you feel. You really do. So, these are the three easy tips that I'm going to give you that you can do today. There's a lot more, but we're going to start with three today that you can get started with. And I hope you would just choose one for the next week and just focus on that one. If you want to go choose all three of them, they're very easy to integrate into your life. I hope you'll do it. And otherwise, just choose one and do it for the next week. These are all, but the last one are free, and the last one is very inexpensive. And but the first two you can just start doing today. All right. All right. So the first one is do something that you think you can't do. Do something that takes you out of your comfort zone. I remember I had gotten out of a long relationship, and I had bought my own house. And it was the first, in fact, this is the first time I had owned a house on my own. And it was exciting and scary. And I wanted to put up a shelf inside of a closet under the stairs. And so it meant drilling and, screwing the nails in and getting them all just right, because it was four in the door and all that stuff. And I was scared. I thought I was going to screw it up. I was so used to having somebody there tell me how to make sure the holes are all in the right place and all this. Sounds so simple now, but at the time it was a big deal for me. And I just had kept saying, if I do this one thing, it is going to set the tone for how I experience living in this house, how I experience home ownership. And I did it. And I just kept telling myself, I can do this, I can do this. And it probably took 5 times longer than it would have taken most people, but I did it. It didn't look pretty, but it worked. It never fell down. I used it for the entire time I lived in that house. As far as I know, it's still there. And it was perfect. And I loved my shelf. And I was so glad that I did it. And so what can you do? Like joining Toastmasters. Most all of us are scared of speaking. There are Toastmasters groups where you can go with a group of people who are all scared of speaking. And just make sure that you find a Toastmasters group that works for you. Like mine's a pretty fun, laid back group, and that's what works for me. But there's different ones, and they're all going to have a different tone about them. But anyway, just get outside your comfort zone to start speaking. I would never be able to do this had I not joined Toastmasters a few years ago. It had the support of those people, of my speaking ability. So find something, whether that's going on a hike by yourself, driving to the grocery store and going to the grocery store by yourself, whatever that thing is that scares you, no matter how big or small it may seem for other people, you've got to pick what works for you. Okay? All right. All right. Number 2 is visualization. Visualization, of course. I'm always talking about visualization. It's such a powerful, easy tool. You can do it anywhere, anytime, any place, just like Squeeze Hands. And it just works magnificently. So as you go to sleep each night, visualize, feel yourself going through your day feeling confident. Whatever confidence feels like to you, it may feel a little different for different people. But what does confidence, right now, think about Or write down, what does confidence feel like? They have to be feelings. Visualization works best when you feel it and when you use all your senses. But for me, I find that feeling it is the most powerful. So, what does that feel like? Does it mean that you're standing straighter? Does it mean that you can walk down the street and not be worried about what other people are thinking or doing? Does it mean that you can speak your truth in a group and say what you think and share that and not worry about repercussions? What does confidence mean to you? And it helps you define it and feel it, because it's really hard to have something if you don't know what it is that you want, right? I mean, if you say you want round, hard, crunchy candy, that's kind of a lot of different candies, right? So you've got to really be clear as to what it is that you want. But how would that candy feel in your mouth? What's the taste of it? What's the feel of it? What's the flavors? What's it smell like? So do that for confidence. How does it feel to be confident? And as you're going to sleep, feel like that for as long as you can. And if I wake up in the middle of the night for whatever reason, I do it again as I'm falling to sleep that time too. And it really works brilliantly. You'll see changes really quickly. All right, and number 3. So this one is an unusual one, and if you had told me this a few months ago that this was so powerful, I would have said no way. So there is a man, Steve G. Jones, and I was given his subliminal, they're like affirmations that run over and over again for like an hour, and I listened to them through my headphones. I was given these years ago, and I never listened to them. I never believed in all that stuff. I just thought, nah, doesn't work for me. Never bothered. And several months ago, for whatever reason, I don't remember why, I started listening to it. And there were things like backing up. Do you have to back up a truck with a trailer? I have a camper and I have a horse trailer that I have to back up. I have never felt comfortable backing those things up. I would always have to have my husband do it or whoever was around doing it. I listened to these affirmations, are called subliminal affirmations, for, I don't know, they were on and off for a few weeks or something. And one day I had to take our camper in and have something done with it. And I took it in and got to where it was. And it wasn't like there was even a thought about the fact that I had to back it up into the space. I just did it. And afterwards I was like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? I've always, for as long as I've known, I have told myself I couldn't back up a camper, that it was too hard, even though people have explained it to me. And I just did it. And there have been other things that, just little things like that I really never thought I could do, that I just found myself doing them without even questioning my ability to do them. And I really think it was from those. Yes, I do the visualization, but quite honestly, the visualization while I'm going to sleep, I use it for something else right now. And so I haven't been using any of these other confidence tools except that one. And it really made a shift. They said you're supposed to listen to it for 21 days straight. I am sure I didn't do that. And I haven't, I don't listen to it maybe randomly. I just kind of listen to whatever I feel like I want to listen to as I go to sleep. And, but it's really powerful. And I'll put a link to his stuff. I am an affiliate. I do get some small, amount of it. They're only, they'll have a sale. I think they're like $12, maybe $19 for to have the download. So they're fairly inexpensive, but I would try that. And if you don't have the money, these other two things are just as effective. I promise you, they'll really work. So that's it. Those are the 3 things that you can do to take control over how confident you feel. It is not something or someone outside of you. You're not born with it. You get to create how confident you feel. So try these things. Let me know how they work for you. And in the comments below the video or in the blog, in the newsletter where you get this. Be sure you share this with everybody and that you think would benefit from it. And then I will see you next week here on Squeeze Hands TV. And if you're getting this and you didn't get it through our newsletter, just go to squeezehands.com, learn out about Squeeze Hands, sign up for our newsletter, and learn the technique that will change your life. Thank you for joining us. Bye.